Alright, so we're talking about intro making. I've been wanting to make an intro for ages now. I remember it was about 2 years ago when I was still making my 2D stuff for my daily practices for 2D, which I have given up on sadly. But yeah, so ever since then I've been wanting to make an animation, something like that, maybe using Illustrator, maybe using Blender. At the time I didn't even know Blender, so yeah, this has been a project I've been wanting to do for a very long time, maybe 2 years or so now, and I finally get into it. Hooray! So I drafted out 2 basic designs of sketches. I did 2 sketches, the basic things I want to do with the intro. The first was an electrical thing, so you kind of have a bunch of sparklers and cool stuff like that. So you can have a single lightning strike from coming down from the ground upwards to form a kind of neon kind of a logo sort of deal. I just have this sparkling electricity in the background, like this grid of walls and filled electricity. It's pretty cool. But it's kind of too common, if you know what I mean. I kind of like the swag. I like the swag kind of deal. You see game channels that has it this long intros, like 30 seconds long, maybe 2 hours long, maybe 3 hours long. You just never know with those kind of channels, man. But yeah, they often have electricity. They often have a name, a 3D name, electricity sparking everywhere. I'm not sure how they make or anything like that, but they're very annoying. and when I come up with the electrical idea, I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. So I just kind of started sketching my second idea, which is kind of domino based. I like physics stuff. I haven't really tried any of the physics simulations at all. I've never really tried the clothing stuff. So in terms of simulation stuff, I have no idea what's going on with it. So I just want to get into that for a little bit. I tried rigid body a little bit before with some kind of stuff, but never really got into it. So this is kind of my most kind of serious first time and trying things out a little bit. Yeah, so I first create the dominoes. Just a simple cube, I suppose, and scale it down a little bit, and just create an edge. And inside, I just add a texture or an image of one of the renders of my first VM model. So which I'll show you on screen right now, and I just set the transparency up. So if for the domino itself inside this render, although you can't really see it that well, actually it has an image right in the middle of it. With kind of a metallic, shiny screen, shiny frame around the image. So that's the dominoes. After that though, I start setting array modifiers, and I set it to curve. And that will basically allows me to do is to set a distance of gap of how much I want each of the duplications of the dominoes to have. So it can be 0.2 meters and 0.3 meters, and I need to choose a curve for it to base on. And depending on the size of the curve, the length of the curve, the array modifier will determine the length of how many duplications of the array modifier I should have. Then after that, I just simply add a simple curve modifier, and that will deform the array modifier according to the curve that I choose. Never have I thought I'd be complaining about a Bambi name, but apparently I do. it took a long while to set a curve ready. Yeah, I think the total of this project took about 2 hours or so, including the drafting. After that, and I did some research into stuff which I didn't really calculate into it. But yeah, I remember doing the curve. I remember, damn, I wish my YouTube name was only a single letter, like A or L or something like that. I'll be L from Death Note. But yeah, but sadly, my letters is 5 letters long, and that's not good. I mean, I also ran into some rigid body errors. I noticed my curve. I forgot to lock the y-axis when modifying everything, so some of the dominoes that isn't lined up properly. Some of them are higher and some of them are lower, so it causes a lot of stuff like that. So it didn't really follow like dominoes as I really wanted to, so instead it kind of scattered out a little bit, just kind of bounced around. After that though, I just kind of rendered everything out into individual PNG images and put everything into DaVinci Resolve, where I combined all the images together into a time-lapse sort of deal, and then I started changing some colors around, so basic coloring, like saturations or whatever. I'm not too familiar with Resolve, so I didn't do anything fancy, but export the video out with the changes, and I started rendering out the hand from one of my characters to do some slap stuff on the screen. So that's basically it for the creation process. This is kind of the first thing for me. I've never really done anything like this. So yeah, it's a unique experience. I want to do more of it, and I kind of really like it. So I don't want to be I don't want to be a one-note person or something like that. I don't want to be solely focused on characters. I want to learn a bit of everything. So this is a new start for me. I hope it is entertaining for you, and I hope everyone has a good day. Bye bye.